Hey, welcome back to Crafty Mama. Today we are doing a walk through our cottage garden.
Alright, so I'm going to stay in the shade, so it's going to be a little farther away. I'll see if I can zoom in a little bit. There we go. Alright, so down here at the bottom you see I got some mint from my mom and I went ahead and transplanted that. Hopefully, my main plan is to get most of this area filled in with like mint and flowers and herbals. And then I have irises and I have some different roses that eventually I do want to take some cuttings off of. I have two more of those blue buckets right there by the door. Eventually I'm going to have some herbs in there as well. I do have my mums in there, but there's plenty of room. And then I love this little thing. I got it for a present for our 10-year vow renewal from one of the ladies that my husband works with. And I didn't know where to put it, and finally my mom was like, just put it in the yard. This is what I keep it around for. So we got mulch on sale. It was like $1.50 for a 2 cubic foot bag last year, which is what all of these are, or where all the mulch came from. But then we got the red rock from one of my husband's coworkers that was changing out different things in the front of his yard. This, like the big rock over here, was actually around our big tree in the front yard, and it was killing it off, so we moved that. And then you're gonna randomly see like, up there, random logs. We found that when we were working the other day. So we have more mint here. I have nothing planted in my blue pot. I got that for Mother's Day last year, I believe. I have nothing planted there yet. I'm thinking I'm going to transplant some sedum and some mint. That's what this is all the sedums. I do have some different lilies. I have some daylilies. These actually, which is why I said I'm going to probably go ahead and plant those ones in the greenhouse. These didn't come up at all last year. I thought they had died. And nope, they came back this year with a vengeance. So we have some weeding we need to get done. We have some lemon thyme. This, I kid you not, was like that. Okay, it was tiny. I planted it last year. It came back this year, thankfully. And I just keep taking cuttings off of it and drying it, and it comes back and it's fuller and it's happy, and I'm happy because I use it in way more cooking things than I thought I was going to. I love the smell, I love the taste, everything. As the sedums get bigger, you can kind of see like these over here. As they get bigger, I just take little cuttings off of them, and I might do a video on how I do it. It's super simple. But I just take cuttings and I stick them in the ground. I don't try to root them. I don't use any kind of rooting powder or anything like that. And they just grow, and it's amazing, and it fills in. So, my husband mowed and wound up throwing a whole bunch of grass all over where I had the black mulch. But I'm telling myself it's okay, because eventually all of it's going to be grass with the dry grass. Or so I tell myself. I kind of missed out on getting videos of my alliums, which is right there. It's gone to seed, it's dried up and everything. So I'm hoping this area gets filled with alliums. That'll be super exciting. Oh, I got big weed there. I need a bowl. These I just transplanted end of last year, I believe. These are my two rhubarbs. They are huge. Now I will tell you, because the weather has been so stupid this year, they've tried to bolt on me multiple times, and they've gotten the flowers. And the only thing I can find is that because the weather keeps going hot, cold, it thinks that it needs to get dormant and it's going to die. So I've just been pulling those, like ripping them off at the base, and they're perfectly happy. I see some leaves here that need to be pulled just because they're touching the ground, and they're the older leaves and whatnot. I probably won't, but I might pull some stalks at the end of this year. I probably will not pull any till next year, because that's how you're supposed to do it. And then we have the cottage garden, which at the beginning of spring this year, we only had this part. And we planted just like some random things that we had gotten at like Tractor Supply and Harbor Freight and whatever. Not Harbor Freight, Sutherland. You can see some lilies. We got some daylilies, we got some gazanias, I'm not even sure what's back there, I can't remember what I planted, and of course I didn't label it. But we just started filling in, we put more reed fabric down, this is probably my favorite thing over here. Look at this fence. Now, some of them will be like, oh my god, that's ugly. I want more of like a whimsical fairy garden look over here. So we had some trees over on the west side of the property that we've just cut off branches as needed and whatnot, and then we were going to clean it up, and I was like, well wait, I can use those. And so underneath in these buckets I planted some pea plants, because the boys and I have found that we really like the pea leaves in salads. So I got some peas planted there. I also have some milkweed and butterfly bushes and stuff planted all along, which of course I didn't label which one was which because I had my youngest with me and we were just trying to get it done. So when they come up, if they come up, we'll find out then, I suppose. It'll be like a little surprise. And in here you can kind of see we have like some ornamental grasses. We have a lot more of the asparagus. I think all of those have come up finally. That right there, that right there is a horseradish, which I only got one of. I don't think we're going to need more. I'm the only one that really likes horseradish. And then we did plant some of our pumpkins and watermelons in here. And if you can tell right there, I mean, they're getting pretty yellow. I thought they were going to be okay with all the rain that we've gotten, but I kind of spread myself a little too thin, I think, this year, and I wound up having our kids plant the watermelons and pumpkins over here, and the watermelons aren't doing too bad, but the pumpkins, there's a couple of them that they didn't get planted far enough down, and so the roots are sticking up, so I don't think they're going to make that. But yeah, so I just put the sticks every so often. I try to space them somewhat evenly. This weed fabric we got from our local Big R store. Then I poked holes, and you can kind of see some of them coming up there. There's some corn coming up, and then back there we're going to have some more sunflowers that we've gotten different kinds of. And then we needed a wind block because this is a wind tunnel. So along our 4x4s there, we have some cucamelons, which take forever and a day to come up, so I'll be interested to see if they actually come up or not. But yeah, that's pretty much all of the cottage garden.